If you turn over almost any beard cream or face lotion at the store today, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see a massive block of text filled with impossible chemical names that look like absolute gibberish or even a different language. Because we don't speak cosmetic chemistry, most of us end up shopping based on what's on the front of the label, which is the wrong place to look. We see flashy buzzwords like deep hydration or softens like rough scruff or eliminates beard itch, and we trust that. So here's the problem. The front of the bottle is really where you put your marketing. The back of the bottle is where the truth lives, or even sometimes seems hidden. Right now, millions of dudes are paying top dollar for products that claim to hydrate their face, hydrate their skin, hydrate their beard. But the moment you turn the bottle over and you know what to look for, you realize you're paying money for synthetic fillers, liquid plastics, sometimes even table salt, believe it or not. I know from personal experience that there's nothing more frustrating than trying to build a solid skin care, beard care routine only to deal with persistent beard druff, dry flakes on your shirt, and a scratchy beard that feels like straw by 3 in the afternoon. So you try to fix it by putting on a store-bought beard cream, but instead of soaking in, it leaves a slick greasy film over your face that rubs on your shirt, your phone, pillowcase. I know how frustrated it can make you feel, ripped off even, ready to shave it all off because you keep spending money on brands with giant promises on the front of the tube, but then don't deliver anything more than a cheap, greasy mess on the back. You don't need another cheap, inexpensive, over-fragranted lotion or moisturizer made or formulated in a corporate boardroom, or worse yet, formulated or even made by somebody that doesn't have a beard. What you need is high-potency, water-based moisturizer built with real botanical nutrients, active skin repairing vitamins, and absolutely zero synthetic plastic thickeners, and no salt. But more importantly, I formulated it. I have a beard. I know that it works. I don't know what other brands can really say that. To understand why, it's best to have a basic understanding of science and how a lotion and cream is made. So you got oil and water, and surprise, surprise, they don't mix. If you pour water and oil into a cup or container, they separate immediately. To force them to stay together, every cream on earth is built with 5 basic phases. You got water phase, provides immediate hydration. The oil phase, that coats the hair and locks the hydration into your skin. The emulsifier, that's the glue, that's the most important. That's the glue that holds oil and water together so they don't separate. You got the active ingredients. These are high value vitamins and peptides and different things that actually fix dry skin and damaged hair. And then lastly, you've got the preservative that keeps that formula safe from mold and bacteria. That's required with any oil and water emulsion. Got to have a preservative. Federal law dictates that the ingredients have to be listed in order from highest concentration to lowest concentration. So whatever's at the top of that list on the back of the container that you use, that first ingredient makes up the vast majority of what you're putting on your face. So the reason I formulated our hair, beard, and skin moisturizer, I wanted to build a direct, no-nonsense alternative to the mass-produced grocery store sort of products that are sitting on shelves like Cremo. Big commercial brands design their stuff to be cheap, last for use in a warehouse, last for a long time on store shelves, and then just feel lightweight in your fingers, regardless of how it performs on your skin, just how it feels on your fingers. I built ours to actually perform. So let's do like an autopsy on both labels side by side, and so you can see the difference. If you look at the Cremo label, the second ingredient listed after water is ethyl hexyl palmitate. That's a heavily processed filler made from palm oil. What it does is it gives a quick, fake, silky fill on your fingers, but it delivers 0 vitamins, 0 nutrients, no nourishment to your face at all. It's just a cheap surface lubricant. So now look how we built the Kühn moisturizer base. The second ingredient after water is cetyl alcohol. That's a fatty, non-drying alcohol derived from natural fats that conditions coarse hair and locks in moisture. So then, instead of just using distilled water, we add some aloe vera juice off the bat, which is a great anti-inflammatory. Then from there, layer in raw, unrefined mango butter, which is crazy moisturizer, and then the same oils that I use in my beard oil. Marula, argan jojoba, metafoam seed, and shea nut. All just really good moisturizers. All right, I'm going to give you a quick rule that I think every guy should know. Call it the fragrance rule. So fragrance oil is usually added at around 0.5% or 1% in a recipe. If you look at the Cremo, fragrance is listed like near the top before coconut oil, cocoa butter, aloe, vitamin E. Because fragrance is listed so high, every single good ingredient listed after it makes up less than that. That's called label dressing, putting tiny drops of what appear to be good ingredients in a bottle just so you can print them on the front label, or list them in the ingredients so you can see that, oh wow, it's got that in there. Little do you know, it's got hardly any of that in there. So in my moisturizer formula, fragrance sits at the very bottom, just 0.5%. All of our rich plant oils, mango butter, aloe juice, active vitamins sit above it, meaning that they exist in real functional percentages that actually work and actually perform well. In my opinion, fragrance and preservative should always be at the very, very last. There's no reason why anything should be less. So back to the Cremo label. Cremo uses carbomer. I think that's how you pronounce it. That's a synthetic liquid plastic thickener that swells up in water. So it feels smooth when you feel it with your fingers, but it just sits on top of your skin like plastic wrap, or trapping dirt and clogging pores. It does absolutely nothing. We skip liquid plastics completely. You will never find anything like that in anything we make. We build our texture using plant-based emulsifiers paired with 2 heavy-hitting active ingredients, hyaluronic acid, which holds up to, listen to this, holds up to 1,000 times its weight in water to help stop dry skin, flaky skin, and then provitamin B5, which does a few things. It penetrates deep into the hair shaft to regulate the sebum that our bodies produce, and then to help repair brittle beard hair. All just great stuff. Here's the real cost of not checking the label. You keep buying the same bottle every few months and nothing changes. That's not your fault. The product was just never built to actually fix the problem in the first place. But I'm telling you, the second you start feeding your skin real cold pressed, like unrefined ingredients, real nutrients instead of synthetic fillers, the difference shows up fast. It's not something that takes weeks. It's a hydration that actually holds, a beard that softens instead of just looking shiny for an hour. A routine, a beard skin routine that finally feels like it's working for you instead of against you. So if you're struggling with dry, itchy beard, flaky skin, using moisturizers, something that just don't really work, then I'm telling you, giving our hair, beard, and skin moisturizer a try is the right decision. I know why those other ones don't work, and I made mine to work. You don't need a 4-step routine or cheap synthetic creams that aren't going to do anything. You just need one simple high-performance moisturizer that works for your face, hair, and beard in one. Like, that actually works. I formulated this to work. Like, I know I created the recipe, chose all the ingredients. Like, this works. So what I do is I just take a little bit right after I step out of the shower, because I built this formula to absorb upon contact with your body heat. It sinks deep into your hair follicles and skin cells without leaving a single drop of greasy residue behind. Imagine walking out the door every morning with a soft, well-managed beard with zero flake-in, zero beard drift, just clean, hydrated skin, and then just this confidence that comes with using a product made with real integrity. I'm telling you, if you stop settling for these cheap fillers and ingredients that are really just liquid plastics, like, you'll notice a difference. So look, turn your bottles over, read the back, and then upgrade your skin health at KühnProducts.com. Hey, look, if you have formulation questions or a product question or whatever, drop it. Yeah, ask away, drop in the comments. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.